Hello and welcome to the fourth lesson in English for grade 8. I hope you might have followed all the 3 lessons up to now. If so, you know you need to have the English Pupils book and the English workbook along with a writing book to follow this lesson. So today we will continue few more activities related to Unit 1. Plan the work, work the plan. So the first activity which we will be doing today is from the English Pupils book, activity 1.4, which is in the page 5. So you may turn your English Pupils book to page 5. So let's see what we are going to learn from this activity. So as usual, I have given here the learning outcomes. So during this activity, we expect you, the students, to be able to read different types of text accurately and meaningfully. So if you remember, we have been doing this kind of activities earlier also. So this is an activity which we make sure that you have achieved the required level of performance. And also from this activity you will be able to find specific information, names, dates, days, places from various types of texts. So you will be extracting some information from the given text and will be providing answers to some questions. If you have turned your English Pupils book to page 5, you would have seen that the activity you will have to do is an act out. So we have read some act outs earlier as well. So this act out also I have divided into several parts. So let's take about 2 minutes to read this act out by yourselves, and then I will read it for you. So please take 2 minutes and read the total act out and see whether you can read properly. Okay, so I hope you have read the whole act out. So let me read it for you. The Science Society of Saranga School has decided to organize a science exhibition. Saranga was invited to share his camp experience with his friends in the Science Society. Hello friends, thank you for inviting me to speak to you this morning. We organized our annual English camp successfully. So I'm here to share my experience with all of you. Honestly, organizing a camp is a big task. You must be wondering how I managed to do it. My father is a great planner and his motto in life is plan the work, work the plan. So we simply followed his motto. We started off by laying out a plan. Then we thought we should have a discussion. We even planned what we hoped to talk there. Each of us carried a small notebook with us, which we used to note down all the important information. This book helped us a lot. Whenever we met to discuss our plans, we would share the notes that we had made. Therefore, everybody knew what is needed to be done. This made the organizing of the work easy for us. In short, planning helped us in organizing the work well. Yes, Ravi, do you have any questions? Did you take a lot of time to plan the work? Yes, it took us a whole day to plan the work. But in the end, we didn't feel that it was a waste of time. The time spent for planning is an investment. You know, planning helps us to ensure good results. Our initial planning helped us to reduce our shortcomings. Last year, we didn't plan our work well, and as a result, we had to face a number of problems. In a nutshell, the simple thing to do is to plan your work and then work your plan. Do you have any questions? Thank you, Saranga. It's so nice of you to have come here to share your experience with us. My pleasure. All the best. Okay, so if you read this meaningfully as well as if you listen to me carefully, I hope you have got the understanding what this act out is about. So in a previous activity we saw how Saranga planned their exhibition with his friends. So now here he is explaining to other students that how they did this planning and then how they worked the plan. So it shows us how important planning is as well as how much it is important to work as we planned. So there was one word, this nutshell, which we came across when I was reading part 4. So what we mean by nutshell is like it is in summary, right? So after we discuss something, we summarize and we say, okay, as a conclusion or as a summary, this is something. So likewise, instead of using in summary, we can use the word nutshell. So now next what we will have to do is to answer few questions related to this act out. So I have shown here only the first question, but there are few questions for which you need to provide answers. So in part A, read the whole text and complete the following sentences. So I will be giving you 2 minutes so that you can complete this part A, and afterwards we can discuss the answers. So please take 2 minutes and try to complete these sentences using the most suitable word from the given answers. Okay, so I hope you have been able to find the answers. So let's try the answers together. So the first sentence, Saranga was invited by the blank of his school. So we are given 3 answers: the English Club, Science Society and Social Science Society. So what is the answer? Yes. So it was the Science Society which invited Saranga. Next, let's move on to the second question. He went there to blank his friends. Answer A, advice. Answer B, chat with. Answer C, share his experience with. So what is the answer? Yes, he went there to share his experience with his friends. I hope you have got this one also correct. So let's move on to the next question. The motto given in the text is plan the work and work the plan. Plan the work and then execute the plan. First plan and then plan will work. So what is the correct answer? Yes, plan the work and work the plan. So shall we move on to the next part? Fourth question. Saranga and his friends took blank to plan the camp work. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Did you find the answer? Yes, it's 1 day. Fifth question. The time they took for planning is blank of time. A waste, not a waste, a use. Can you guess the answer? Not a waste. The time they took for planning is not a waste of time. Okay, so in part B, we are given a couple of questions for which we need to provide answers in full sentences. So can you take 1 minute and try to answer these questions? Okay, so shall we check the answers? First question. Why did they use a notebook? Why did they use a notebook? So the answer should be they used the notebook to note down all the important information. They used the notebook to note down all the important information. So you need to provide the answer in full sentence. So shall we try the second question? What are the benefits of planning? What are the benefits of planning? Benefits of planning are ensuring good results and helping to reduce the shortcomings. Benefits of planning are ensuring good results and helping to reduce the shortcomings. So I hope you were able to extract this information and provide the answers. So this is part C related to the same activity. So in this part, time spent for planning is an investment. Do you agree? Discuss with your friends. Present your ideas to the class. So since we are not having an interactive class here, maybe you can try it by yourself regarding your ideas on this statement. Time spent for planning is an investment. So just to give you an idea, if you want to present your idea regarding this, you need to take an example where you did proper planning which resulted in very good outcome. So you may select such an example and try to explain it in your own words. So now we will move on to the next activity. It is activity 1.5 in page 6 of your English pupils book. So let's see what we are going to do here. The learning outcome is you, the students, will be able to listen to and find specific information such as names of persons, animals, objects, places, dates, days, months, years, etc. So what we are going to do now is to do a listening activity. So this will improve your skills in listening to someone else's reading and to extract the important information from what you hear. You may turn to page 6 in your English pupils book, in which you will find this activity 1.5. So it is about listening. So let's read what we need to do in this activity. Temir and his twin brother Tenuka are scouts. They are getting ready for a field trip. Their mother gave them instructions to pack their bags. She always asks them to write a list of items before they pack the bags. Listen and find the items they discussed. So what you need to hear is you will have to carefully listen to a dialogue which is happening between Temir, Tanuka and their mother. So you need to listen carefully and then answer the corresponding questions given in the activity. So if you further read the question, it has given some words. So you are supposed to find what are the words out of the words which are given here which are used within the dialogue between the mother and the two sons. So these are the words which are given. So let's go through them one by one. So first, cups. So I hope you know what are cups. And then mugs. So generally there is a difference between between cups and mugs. Cups are generally small in size, whereas mugs can contain more volume. The next word is soap. I hope you all use soap, so this is nothing new to you. The next word is water. That is also something which we all know. The next word is clothes. So clothes can be anything we wear. Next word, compass. I hope you know what is this compass. So compass is an equipment which helps us to find our direction, whether we are heading north, whether we are heading to south, whether we are heading to east or any other direction. So this compass can help us to show the direction in which we are heading. The next word is uniforms. So whenever somebody says uniforms, you might be thinking it is the school uniform. It is not. So uniform means a generalized word which we can use for any formal wear which is designed to be used in a particular institute. As an example, so here aviation, that is related to the aviation industry. So we know the air hostess are wearing the same uniform. Likewise, the security personnel wear the same uniform. Likewise, there are different uniforms related to different professions. The next word is toothbrushes. So I know all of you know this because all of you are using this twice a day. The next word is washing powder. So I hope you know this as well. This is what we use to wash our clothes. Instead of soap, now we use this washing powder. Combs, these are the things which we use to comb our hair. Flip-flops. Maybe this word is new to you. So what do we mean by flip-flops? It is nothing but the slippers which we wear. Then mirror. So we all know what a mirror is. It is something which we use to look at ourselves. The next word is toothpaste. So I know all of you know this because we are using it twice a day to brush our teeth. The next word is money. So when you see this picture, I know you might have identified it is the notes which we use to buy goods. The next word is mobile phone. I hope all of you have used this mobile phone. It is a device which we use to talk with our friends who are at a distance to us. The next word, torch. So torch we use to get light wherever it is dark. Caps. So this is something which we wear on our head. Next word, boots. So boots is something which people wear when they are working to make sure that they do not get a lot of dirt on their legs. Okay, So as we have gone through all the words, now let's listen to the conversation. Please listen carefully and try to note down or else try to mark what are the words out of the given words are used during the conversation.
First reading.
First, think about your clothes. Pack enough clothes for the entire trip. Think of the possible changes in the weather. Remember to take an extra uniform with you. You should take soap, your toothbrushes, combs, and toothpaste too. Don't forget your flip-flops, boots, and caps.
Mother, we were given a separate list of items to take with us. We can pack them later.
Good. How about the compass?
We don't want it this time.
Tenuka, did you take enough for a torch?
Yes, I did. Now we'll check everything.
Carry on with your work. Temir, give me the contact number of your teacher before you leave.
Here's the number, Mother.
That's good.
Second reading.
First, think about your clothes. Pack enough clothes for the entire trip. Think of the possible changes in the weather. Remember to take an extra uniform with you. You should take soap, your toothbrushes, combs, and toothpaste too. Don't forget your flip-flops, boots, and caps.
Mother, we were given a separate list of items to take with us. We can pack them later.
Good. How about the compass?
We don't want it this time.
Tenuka, did you take enough for a torch?
Yes, I did. Now we'll check everything.
Carry on with your work. Temir, give me the contact number of your teacher before you leave.
Here's the number, Mother.
That's good.
Third reading.
First, think about your clothes. Pack enough clothes for the entire trip. Think of the possible changes in the weather. Remember to take an extra uniform with you. You should take soap, your toothbrushes, combs, and toothpaste too. Don't forget your flip-flops, boots, and caps.
Mother, we were given a separate list of items to take with us. We can pack them later.
Good. How about the compass?
We don't want it this time.
Tenuka, did you take enough for a torch?
Yes, I did. Now we'll check everything.
Carry on with your work. Temir, give me the contact number of your teacher before you leave.
Here's the number, Mother.
That's good.
Okay, so I hope you have listened to it carefully and you have been able to identify what are the words they have mentioned out of the given list. So you had 12 words there. So now let's see what are those words. So now let's see what are the words which were included in the conversation we listened just now. So if you recall the conversation, mother reminded to carry enough clothes along with an extra uniform. And then she mentioned a list of things to be carried. What are they? Soap, toothbrushes, combs, toothpaste, flip-flops, boots, and caps. Also, she reminded regarding the compass. And then they were discussing about water and torch. So as I said, here we have identified the 12 words which were used in the conversation. So now you can see the skill you need to develop in listening to a conversation. You need to carefully listen to the conversation and to find out different information included in the conversation. So next activity which we will be doing today is again going to be a listening activity. But now this time we will be doing an activity from the English workbook. So please turn to page 6 in your English workbook, which is the 5th activity under Unit 1. So here again, our objective or the outcome of this activity is to listen and find specific information. So this is the activity given. So it says, you will hear a part of a radio program, listen carefully and do the following tasks. So please go through the questions given for the activity before listening to the voice clip. So read carefully what are the information you need to gather while you are listening. So please take 2 minutes and go through the questions and the information which you need to find from this conversation. Okay, so I hope you went through the questions for which you need to find the answers by listening to the voice clip. So as the previous activity as well, here also you will be listening to the same voice clip 3 times so that you can extract the informations properly. So let's listen to it now.
Hello, good morning. This is Shanuka from Wow FM with Geetha, welcoming you to the early bird program from studio number 2.
Hello, good morning everybody. I'm Geetha. The time now is 2 minutes past 7.
It's a nice day today in and around our radio station, and thank you for tuning to Wow FM.
I hope you all started the day happily.
Yes, if you know how to organize yourself for the day ahead, you will enjoy a wonderful day.
That's right. Having all the things ready the night before is the key to enjoy a wonderful day. What do you think, Shanika?
Yes, Geetha. Ask yourself, what do I need for tomorrow? What do you say, Geetha?
I can give you a list of important things you can do to organize yourself for the day.
Alright, dear friends, listen carefully.
Set your clothes ready the night before. There can be torn ones to be attended to, and clothes to be ironed. More than anything else, it's difficult to select a suit in a hurry.
It's also important to check your bag, the necessary documents.
Meanwhile, ladies will have to plan the next day cooking dishes, depending on the schedule of the day and availability of time. Are there anything else, Shanika?
Sketch the plan of the next day. If you fear that you would forget something, you ought to write it down as a reminder in a piece of paper and keep it at hand. What else, Geetha?
Yes, Shanika, having a good night's sleep is also important. Also need to start the day early, keeping a margin for the delays likely to happen. So, I think we covered almost every point.
Well, beginning the day with a positive mind, executing the plan will bring you success of the day.
Hope this would be useful for you. Alright, it's time for a short commercial break.
Second reading.
Hello, good morning. This is Shanuka from Wow FM with Geetha, welcoming you to the early bird program from studio number 2.
Hello, good morning everybody. I'm Geetha. The time now is 2 minutes past 7.
It's a nice day today in and around our radio station, and thank you for tuning to Wow FM.
I hope you all started the day happily.
Yes, if you know how to organize yourself for the day ahead, you will enjoy a wonderful day.
That's right. Having all the things ready the night before is the key to enjoy a wonderful day. What do you think, Shanika?
Yes, Geetha. Ask yourself, what do I need for tomorrow? What do you say, Geetha?
I can give you a list of important things you can do to organize yourself for the day.
Alright, dear friends, listen carefully.
Set your clothes ready the night before. There can be torn ones to be attended to, and clothes to be ironed. More than anything else, it's difficult to select a suit in a hurry.
It's also important to check your bag, the necessary documents.
Meanwhile, ladies will have to plan the next day cooking dishes, depending on the schedule of the day and availability of time. Are there anything else, Shanika?
Sketch the plan of the next day. If you fear that you would forget something, you ought to write it down as a reminder in a piece of paper and keep it at hand. What else, Geetha?
Yes, Shanika, having a good night's sleep is also important. Also need to start the day early, keeping a margin for the delays likely to happen. So, I think we covered almost every point.
Well, beginning the day with a positive mind, executing the plan will bring you success of the day.
Hope this would be useful for you. Alright, it's time for a short commercial break.
Third reading.
Hello, good morning. This is Shanuka from Wow FM with Geetha, welcoming you to the early bird program from studio number 2.
Hello, good morning everybody. I'm Geeta. The time now is 2 minutes past 7.
It's a nice day today in and around our radio station, and thank you for tuning to our FM.
I hope you all started the day happily.
Yes, if you know how to organize yourself for the day ahead, you will enjoy a wonderful day.
That's right. Having all the things ready the night before is the key to enjoy a wonderful day. What do you think, Shanika?
Yes, Geetha. Ask yourself, what do I need for tomorrow? What do you say, Geetha?
I can give you a list of important things you can do to organize yourself for the day.
Alright, dear friends, listen carefully.
Set your clothes ready the night before. There can be torn ones to be attended to, and clothes to be ironed. More than anything else, it's difficult to select a suit in a hurry.
It's also important to check your bag, the necessary documents.
Meanwhile, ladies will have to plan the next day cooking dishes, depending on the schedule of the day and availability of time. Are there anything else, Shanika?
Sketch the plan of the next day. If you fear that you would forget something, you ought to write it down as a reminder in a piece of paper and keep it at hand. What else, Geetha?
Yes, Shanika, having a good night's sleep is also important. Also need to start the day early, keeping a margin for the delays likely to happen. So, I think we covered almost every point.
Well, beginning the day with a positive mind, executing the plan will bring you success of the day.
Hope this would be useful for you. Alright, it's time for a short...
Okay, so I hope you were able to listen to this program, and I hope you were able to identify the answers. So let's move on to discuss the answers. So in part A, what you are supposed to do is complete the following information card. So you need to fill the name of the radio channel, what is the studio number, who are the presenters, and what is the program. So from the 3 readings, I hope you have already found this. So the name of the radio is Wow FM, and the studio number is 2. The 2 radio presenters are Sanuka and Geeta, and the program is Early Bird. I hope you were able to identify this in the initial introduction. In part B, you are given few sentences and you are asked to select the most suitable answer to complete the sentence. Select the most suitable answer to complete this sentence. So the first question is, the key to a successful day is blank. Write down the plan of the day. Plan everything the previous night, writing the important things. So if you listen to the dialogue carefully, you should have identified that the answer is plan everything the previous night. So here I have underlined the answer, but in the question you are supposed to write it on the dotted lines. So when you are compiling your answer, make sure you select the correct answer and you fill the blank here. So for this question, what you should include in the blank is plan everything the previous night. The second question, the clothes should be arranged the day before mainly because blank. They might need to be ironed. There can be torn ones. It's difficult to select one in a hurry. So if you listen to this dialogue carefully, you should have noticed that all these three were mentioned by Geeta. But you are supposed to find the most suitable answer. And when mentioning these three, Geeta mentioned that more than anything, the clothes need to be arranged the day before because it is difficult to select one in a hurry. I hope you got the answer. So the third sentence is, a written piece of paper at hand will help to remind things that can be forgotten, the plan of the day, things that can be forgotten, and the plan of the day. So what is the answer? Yes, things that can be forgotten and the plan of the day. So both of these were mentioned. So the fourth sentence, it is necessary to start the day early, leaving a margin to blank. Avoid delays that are likely to happen. Chat with the neighbor. Polish shoes. So it was mentioned at the end why someone should leave for a particular work early. Why? To avoid delays that are likely to happen. So when we are going for some work, there can be delays, like we are facing some traffic or some unexpected things happen. So in that case, it is required for us to go early. So I hope you were able to find all these answers. And let's see the last part of this activity. So part C, the question is, work with a partner and share how you plan your day. So this is an activity just to make sure that you get used to plan your day. So maybe if you have some friends with you, you can express what you are planning to do tomorrow. So if it is a Saturday, you might say, tomorrow, since it is a holiday, in the morning I'm going to do some artwork, and maybe in the evening I'm hoping to play with my friends. So likewise, you can think and share your plans with your friend. So I hope you got the understanding of how important listening is. So you were given a chance of listening to the same thing 3 times and to extract important information in that dialogue. So this skill you need to improve. So with that activity, we are concluding the lesson for today. So if we look into what we discussed today, we first did something which was familiar to us, that is, read some text accurately and meaningfully, and then to find information from that text to answer some questions. And the next 2 activities helped us to improve our listening skills and to find specific information related to the dialogue we listened. So listening is a really important skill which you as students should be able to improve. So with that, we conclude the lesson for today. So let's meet during the lesson 5 again. Thank you.